What's up, guys? Today we're playing Epic 7, and today we're going to challenge Juleeve Council in Nightmare mode. This battle was easier than I was expecting, but keep in mind it's still endgame material, and you're going to find it a little more challenging than Hell Raid. We're going to be showing the full team with the hero stats and the full battle, and I'll put some alternative heroes in the video description in case you don't have these heroes built. But I think that you're going to find this a little easier than the other bosses, so it might be a nice break while you can get some good rewards. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give me a like so other people just like you can find it as well. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck on your battles. Before we get into the boss battle, let's talk a little bit about why you would even want to do Nightmare mode. I feel like this was a lost communication and it could have been described a lot better to the players why you would even want to do it. To figure that out, we have to go to the reward section, so we're going to go in and we're going to go to boss guide. If you look at this initial boss, they have 3 different items that they can drop, and then also the galaxy bookmark. The additional items are from very specific sets, and the effect is random, which means that you could get things that are garbage, or you could get something that's really great, you just don't know. The galaxy bookmark is guaranteed, which I do like. And also what they don't have listed here is an epic artifact charm. This is something we used to have to buy in our normal raid. Now they give it to you for free, which is really great because you can never have enough artifact charms. Going into our nightmare mode, this is really where we're going to be seeing the difference between hell and nightmare. Going into our boss guide, we can see that there are immediately many more drops that can happen in the nightmare mode. One thing that we don't see here is we don't see the galaxy bookmark, and we also don't see the epic artifact charm, but just know that those also drop on these bosses. The main thing is that all these pieces of gear are going to show the exact sub stats. It's no longer random. You're going to know exactly what's going to drop any given time that you go into nightmare mode. Some of this gear can be very good, but some of it not so much. If we take this weapon for example, a 31 equipment score is really what I would expect from level 85 gear that can be reforged, but not so much from level 88. So this is not something that I would even waste time on. You might speed check it, and then that's about it. As we move on, 37 equipment score, really actually pretty good. It's almost max stats. And then 42 max sub stats, very good, but the rest of this is looking at really subpar for a level 88 gear. So coming into your nightmare mode, I mean, if we could drop this helmet every single time, that would be amazing, but maybe a little too OP. Just know that every one of these bosses has a chance to drop something really great, but also a chance to drop something that's not so great that you might just want to sell. Still, that's going to be a better probability than doing regular Hell Raid, where you could get anything. You can get combinations that don't make sense, you can get low rolls, you just don't know what it's going to be. For this fight, we're going to go ahead and bring in a full Earth team, and the very first one is Zahhak. He does a ton of damage. This is on my PvP build. You can bring him in with less stats, but really, he brings in damage, and he also brings in a dispel for himself and one ally. So this will ensure that I'm constantly dispelling because I'm bringing in so many layers. Also, if we look at his kit, he does not have debuffs, which is really good because that will take away part of the council's mechanism for self-buffing, right? So that was really fantastic. I did like him. I did not change him, and he worked out. Next up, we're going to bring in Landy. This is my normal Landy. I do run her on Rage Set full time. She does just a ton of damage. She's fantastic in all of your expeditions. You can use her in PvP. You can use her in so many areas of the game. She's so good. I even bring her into RTA on this build, and she just destroys, right? It doesn't matter what set you're on if you can achieve these types of stats. Now, if you have Rage Set, you're going to do more damage on Rage Set simply because you're going to get the bonus when they have a debuff. But because we're not debuffing this boss, it really doesn't matter. I also run her onto Rosa. I find that this is really good, especially when you're bringing in a lot of heroes that do S1, because now she can bring in that dual attack. It's somewhat RNG, but it helps out her damage quite a lot. And then we're going to bring in some soul weavers. So we want soul weavers that have a cleanse onto their kit somewhere. If you can get 200% effect resist, then you're not going to be debuffed by the boss, which is really good. But if you do, we want some way to cleanse it. I am bringing in the Shamadra staff for the 20% ER. There's other artifacts that you can use as well, but no one else is using this, so might as well. As you can see, I don't have any Molagoras. She does dispel debuffs on all of the heroes. I did not have to use the revive, so that part didn't really matter. Really what I want is I want a Soul Weaver who can remove debuffs. And just like that, I also have Ray. Ray brings in immunity as well, which does work sometimes, but sometimes does get cleansed. Mostly, again, what I want is dispel. Onto his S3 he dispels, onto his S2 he doesn't, but the barrier is really nice because it allows him to mitigate a lot of damage. I don't use Ray for anything else. He's on just whatever gear I have left over, but if you can bring his effect resist up closer to 200, then that will work a lot better. Onto his exclusive equipment, I'm just using the increase amount on number 2. And I'm thinking that if you really wanted to, for this fight, you could use the number 1. That would work out pretty well. Probably not the number 3, because he is going to get constantly dispelled anyway. And again, with the Destina, this is my normal build, and I use the number 3 to increase combat readiness by everyone. If you wanted to, you can use the number 1. That would help you to remove debuffs even more. Very simple team, worked on my first try. Bring in Dispel and don't bring any debuffs of your own. Juleeve Council on Nightmare mode, a little bit unexpected. I did not prepare for this fight, and I came in to see that she drops a toxic debuff. I'm glad that I bring in 2 heroes here who are attack based, and they have plenty of cleanse as well. Make sure you don't bring any heroes with debuffs, and that's pretty much all there is to this fight. Once we get into the second phase, then we'll look at how that changed, but pretty much for the first phase, you're trying to avoid debuffs while also damaging the boss.
Don't be afraid.
Resist as much as you can.
For Felicia. Taking point.
I won't step back.
Radiant light.
I'll finish this soon. An opening.
Got it. Over. I'm at the scene. Requesting approval. And granted. Removing restrictions. Charge! For Felicia.
I'll just stay back here and provide support. Bring the patients here.
In the light's name. Beast of the West.
Prove your worth. I'll do my best. You're getting in my way. I'll remove you like you never even existed.
Leave it to me. Requesting backup.
Good.
You can see here that the boss does drop an AoE, tons and tons of debuffs. Try and save one of your S3s to make sure you cleanse after the boss does that major attack. That will help to mitigate a lot of damage. It will also prevent unnecessary injury.
I won't step back.
Radiant light.
You're getting in my way.
I'm at the scene. You didn't see this coming. Leave it to me.
So one thing we see that's very different on the next phase is that they specifically mark the mob that you have to kill to target the end of this phase. They have a target debuff on them. So what you're doing is you're just making sure that you can damage them. So go ahead, attack the one that has that target debuff, and make sure that you do as much damage as you can to break out of this phase. Similar to how the Hell Raid functions, they're going to be removing souls from you every single time they take a turn. So go ahead and use them, knock out all the souls, and then just end the phase.
Leave it to me.
In the light's name.
My knife isn't for killing people. Don't worry. I'll finish this soon. Death comes in unexpected moments.
Why not surrender? Ha!
Pretty simple. I like that you don't have to guess which monster to kill to exit the phase, and then now we're just going to cycle through the whole system one more time, and then finish off the boss to get our rewards.
Yes.
I won't step back.
I'm at the scene.
Don't be afraid. Foolish.
It's not my fault if you get hurt. Prove your worth. Overpower them all. Resist as much as you can.
For Felicia. Taking point.
I'll finish this soon. I'll remove you like you never even existed. I'll just stay back here and provide support. I'm here for you. I won't let you die.
Radiant light.
Why not surrender?
Prove your worth.
Leave it to me.
It's not my fault if you get hurt. Please.
Covering fire.
In the light's name. Radiant one. For a miracle.
For Felicia. Full frontal assault. That's an order.
You're getting in my way. I won't step back. I'll heal you.
Radiant light. Beast of the West.
Why not surrender?
Resist as much as you can.
I'm at the scene.
My knife isn't for killing people.
Don't be afraid.
I'll finish this soon. I'll do my best. Prove your worth. Trivial creatures don't deserve to live.
For Felicia.
finish this soon. I'll just stay back here and provide support. I'm here to save you from pain.
In the light's name.
Transformation time!
No one can stop us!
Why not surrender? Get ready! Leave it to me. Ha!
You're getting in my way. An opening.
Got it. Over. For Felicia. Requesting approval. And granted. Removing restrictions. Charge!
I won't step back. Don't worry.
Radiant light.
Resist as much as you can.
Why not surrender?
Prove your worth. I'll remove you like you never even existed. It's not my fault if you get hurt. Almost there.
Covering fire!
In the light's name.
I'm at the scene.
You're getting in my way. I won't step back.
Don't be afraid. Luminescence. Glory.
Why not surrender? Get moving.
I'll go. I'll finish this soon. I'll make you useful. Resist as much as you can.
For Felicia. Taking foot.
My knife isn't for killing people. Bring the patients here.
In the light's name.
You're getting in my way. Death comes in unexpected moments.
Leave it to me. Requesting backup.
Let's end this. Prove your worth. I'll just stay back here and provide support. I'm here for you. I won't let you die.
Radiant light.
I'm at the scene. Full frontal assault. That's an order.
Resist as much as you can. I'll do my best. I'll finish this soon. Now.
Received. Why not surrender? Ha!
I won't step back. Please.
Got it. Over.
Don't be afraid. Foolish.
For Felicia. Ah!